Heyo folks, and welcome back to another episode of Malt and Magic, the Forgotten Kingdom of Nyland. This is episode 85, which is ridiculous. I was listening to episode 39 or 40 the other day, and yeah, to think we're already at 85 is crazy. But we have certainly missed doing this on a Monday night, even though it was only 1 week off, so we are glad to be back. Glad to be back in action, more importantly, and with a full cast as well. Some of us broadcasting from somewhere else today. We'll find out more about that in a little while. But still, let's do my usual announcements before we get into anything. So a huge thank you to Incarnate, Incarnate, Albert Radio, and Dungeon Alchemist for mapping and virtual tabletop. A huge shout out to D&D Beyond and Hero Forge for sort of character management and game management. Token creation, all those good sorts of things. A massive shout out to Kassoon and 5e Magic Shop as those two little Patreon services that I use for additional DM hints, tips and puzzles and extra stuff for my kit bag personally, magical auras, shop prices, all that good stuff. And then, of course, as you've just seen on the bottom of the screen, tabletop audio for our musical effects and ambiances. But for our sound effects, more importantly, we are affiliated with BattleBards, so a huge thank you to BattleBards for the sound effects. If you want to go and get those sound effects in your own game, you've heard it before, go and use the code Malt and Magic as you register and get a cheeky discount off some sound effects for yourself. I've realised my camera is not centred, so I'll sort that out in just a second as we go to the intro. But still, you can see the links to the social media profiles and channels on the bottom of that bottom third there, or lower third. So go check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, of course, you're already here, and YouTube. You may be there if you're watching this on Friday or after the fact. And of course, if you would like to listen to us, as I've just mentioned I've been doing, then of course go and check out the podcast on your podcast platform of choice. The numbers are up, they're doing well on the podcast, so it's great to see. If you have the opportunity as you're listening to leave a rating or review, please do. Every little helps. Every now and again, if you have the capability, I think mainly if you're using Spotify, I will drop like questions and sort of little tidbits in on the podcast there. So feel free to fill them out as well. I think that's it on the podcast. So yeah, go check that out. And of course, go check the website out as well. I will, over the next few weeks, be making some small updates. Updating the character tokens, probably giving a little bit of a brief summary of the campaign so far and those sorts of things as I get round to it, just so we can keep the website up to date and fresh. And that is me for my intros today. I'm suffering from a little bit of a head cold, thanks to my youngest child. So we will soldier on. But yes, let's get into this. There will most certainly be adult language and definitely adult humour. We do play with a bard, after all. So with that, you have been warned. Let's roll. Hey yo!
Let's do it.
Hello.
Indeed, how are we all doing?
Good.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Happy to be back.
Indeed, that's absolutely more importantly. Cool, so let's run down the lineup as per usual. I am Matt, I play the Dungeon Master and the sidekick character of Bothrid, as well as all your NPCs and monsters.
Hello, I am Danny and I play Ander Splinterthorn, and spoiler alert, I'm going to steal a lot of treasure from a hag tonight. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hello, I am Simone and I am broadcasting from a whole different country today. And probably next week as well. So, yeah, kind of crazy. I play Kira Tusk, by the way. I guess you don't know that.
I'm Dave. I play Dargon, the Goliath fighter warlock, who is very keen to get what he has lost back.
Indeed. So yes, it's good to see that our I'm going to say resident foreigner because you are can actually finally travel and get home and go places like that. It's good that COVID is starting to seem almost like something of the past. It's good that we can do these things. I am getting to go and visit some friends in a couple of weeks for the first time, which is going to be awesome. So some friends down south. So that will be cool. Anyway, with that, what did we do last time?
You've said
rack my
resident
brain.
foreigner, right? And all I can think of is a song by the band Foreigner. I want to know what love is. So thank you for that, Matt.
That's an amazing song as well. Oh, and now all I've got is Rock of Ages in my head, so well done. What a fucking film that is. Good stuff. So last we left off, or at least last time we played, which was a good couple of weeks ago, of course we started in the middle of combat with those 5 Fey humanoid creatures. You didn't really figure out what they were, but a band of creatures that had basically set themselves upon you, you having tried to charm one of them to take you to the mirrors and take you to the exit from this place. Defeated them with relative ease. There was a few hairy moments, but other than that, managed to dispatch them fairly well. And yeah, then figured out through a long rest where a sing-song voice sounded during your dreams that you actually needed to go find everything that you'd lost in entering this realm. And it also was seduced by something. Still not sure what that is yet, and has got some things to potentially deal with. We'll see what happens. I haven't
got genital warts, have I?
Oh, we'll see what happens, mate. It's
what sort of damage is that? Is that D4 or?
So yes, as I bring up some notes that I'd almost forgotten about. Yes, then decided to go and search through the rest of the house, made your way upstairs and found another hag, which you defeated very quickly, even though she had the ability to shrink very, very small and sort of disappear all over the place. And in doing so, Ander recovered what had been lost. Not sure he wanted to keep it, though, given the nature of how it had been changed, having entered this Fey realm. As there are now muffled sounds coming from Ander's bag. And then made your way back downstairs, knowing the only place that you'd encountered any other creature was where Kirik had mysteriously disappeared to when you flicked all the inky shadow puppets over. And you now find yourselves seemingly in a basement of sorts, or a cellar, where there was numerous chests, a very ornate ark in one corner, and a hag that had been sort of holding on to her treasures, as she'd said. And you had tried to parley with her a little bit, but the madness of her speech just not getting you anywhere, and in that moment then Dargon had taken out a dagger and beamed it towards her. So with that, as we begin tonight's session, shall we all roll initiative?
Yes!
Yeah.
It's a good way to come back, innit?
It is a good way to come back.
Oh, not with the fucking 3 on initiative. 9.
It's your initiative, my god.
That's right, I'm at the back. Makes sense to go last.
Okay.
15.
15. It's weird to see Kirik rolling non-physical dice.
Yeah, it feels weird not having my dice. It's okay. We'll get through this together.
It's all good.
2 of us don't have to do maths tonight, so that's good.
It's going to speed things up a little bit.
Maybe I should just buck the trend as well, and join you guys and just do it on
The stream might be an hour and a half if we all use
Bothrid
digital
gets
dice.
advantage, so... And a 15 it is for Bothrid.
I
Dargon,
think
what
some
did you get,
people
sir?
like to hear the clicky clack of the
17.
dice rolling, don't they?
17. Good stuff. So, as I now bring up the map, and zoom in. So, Dargon, in this moment then, as you throw this dagger, I need you to roll to hit, please, with the dagger.
Okay.
As it is your go first anyway.
The dagger. Uh, 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage as this dagger just... And all you then hear from it... Ow! You tempestuous bastards! I won't have that.
Still my go?
Anything else on your turn then, sir?
Yeah, well, if I've got my other 2 attacks, I shall happily use them. So, I assume I can do Can I do them with Timiel's Wrath? If I move up, obviously.
I'll say for the sake of it, yes.
Okay. So, let's bring that up for the viewers. There we go. I shall move 5, 10, 15 and do 2 more attacks with Timiel's Wrath. I'm going to make the first one first one is going to be a distracting strike.
Okay.
So that is going to add another D10 to it if it hits, and it's going to mean that anyone else other than me gets advantage on the next attack.
Okay.
So that is a 21 to hit and an
21 will
18 to hit.
Both of those will hit.
Okay, they are D8s because I'm holding a shield. Am I holding a shield? Yeah. Okay, and then a D10 for the first one. So I get back into this. Oh, nice. That is a 24 points of damage on the first one.
Yes.
And there's the other one. Oh yeah, nice. And 16 points of damage on the second one.
Nicely done.
Yeah, now anyone else has advantage until the start of my next turn. Give me it back.
Okay. We are then around to Bothrid, who is massively confused by this place, but is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Can only get to there with the 45. And in a change for things, is actually going to wild shape.
Hey.
And is going to wild shape into a cave bear.
Nice. I approve.
So Bothrid is going to grow in size as he just and that will be Bothrid's go, because he can't move any further. Kirik.
Okay, so I'm going to move slightly forwards. Yeah, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And then 30 feet of her. And I'm going to throw a little raven feather behind her, as I'm going to cast a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Nice. Let's just dig it out.
Is my bonus action.
Dig. Where's it gone? There it is. So just behind her. Yep.
Yes, and then I'm going to attack with it with advantage because of Distracting Strike. Or is it specifically melee? Is it specifically melee, Dargon? Or is it just anything?
It is. The next.
Oh, this is a melee spell attack anyway.
Yeah, and the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than me.
Great. So I'll roll that with advantage. For 19 to hit.
Will hit.
Great. So that's going to be middle of the pack damage. 13 points of force damage.
13 points of force damage.
Yes. And then, kind of behind this pillar, I will turn my head towards Xander and I will say, "Make this quick!" And I will turn again to the hag and I'll cast the. What is it called? I'll use my Channel Divinity to do Path to the Grave on her.
No pressure.
Nice.
So there'll be like a little opening on her clavicle that just slightly gets tears apart, making a very obvious target for Xander.
For that. Don't think I'm gonna find something.
It's alright.
Just because I feel like that should have a spell token of some sort. Bollocks to it. It's going to take too long to find. So,
yeah.
There we go. This sort of shimmering energy appears around her in this slight mysterious, dark, shadowy type gash appears on her neck. And then we are over to Mr. Splinterthorn from the top of the stairs there.
I will come to here so I can get a good aim at her, and then I can't use steady aim to get advantage.
Nope.
Because everyone else is in the way. That's right though, because I'll get a natural 20 first try with my bow and arrow. You ready? Lies. I still. No, I didn't. 26 to hit.
26 will still. 26 will still hit.
Definitely.
26 or
definitely
28?
do it. With piercing damage of 10, and then a sneak attack damage of.
Well, that's 20 damage.
20 sneak attack damage. Oh, well happy with that.
20 sneak attack damage.
And then the D4, which is obviously the best bit.
And all of this gets doubled, right, Kirik?
Yeah.
All of that is
An
going to get doubled.
an extra 2 on top of that.
64 points of damage. All in one.
Yeah.
Extra 32 points of damage, and with
Have
that,
some of that.
as you just fire this arrow, it does almost pinpoint perfect straight into that shadowy like cut that's appeared, and it almost explodes with dark energy. as she is seriously injured by that one.
Nice.
Kirakanda connection.
And we'll
Fucking
put
you up.
my shit bloody token on there. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'll save my bardics for now.
Okay. She is going to use a lair action.
Of course.
Of course. Soundy fair.
And as sort of she gets stabbed, hit with spells, and then this arrow flies into her neck.
I don't like you lot at all. I'm gonna have to get my pets out.
And she clicks her fingers, and with that we get these two creatures appear. And I've just lost the fucking token for one.
I'm glad you said pets, 'cause that's not what I thought I heard the first time round.
Where's the other stone? There it is.
Oh, they don't look nice.
Out of the two columns of stone that appear in this room, they transform into two Fomorians.
You've been up against
Fomorian
them
A and
before,
Fomorian B. You have fought them.
Yeah.
Last time you were in the Fey Wild. Cool. She is then going to take her turn. And she is going to...
Balls.
What is she going to do? You see her body sort of quiver for a minute. And then as it does, it's almost like it splits. And there are then two duplicates of her that appear.
I know this trick.
This is just... These two creatures then appear next to her. She is then going to do nothing else. However, one of these duplicates is then going to lean towards you, Dargon. You see a small dagger in its hand, and it's just going to try and attack you 3 times with the dagger. First one is a 14 plus stuff. 22 to hit.
Meets my armor class, yeah.
Okay, the second one is a natural 1, and the third one is a 7, so only one of those is going to hit, so you are going to take... Where's it gone? 9 points of piercing damage, as in just quick succession, just... This creature tries to stab you. QB, as you can then see, is also going to lunge forward towards you with the dagger and try and attack you 3 times. First one is not going to hit. That's an 17, sorry. That's also a 17, and that's a natural 20. So that last one is going to be... Ugh, that was less than good. It's
I
going to
will
be
cancel the natural 20.
Of course you will. So instead, that will be 7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And that will be its go. It is then the Fomorian's go. So Fomorian A is just going to turn to Cave Bear Bothrid and is going to lift the huge, great club that it has and swing it down. For a 15 plus stuff, which on Cave Bear Bothrid, that's definitely going to hit. So that will then be Bothrid in his Cave Bear form. 3 of them. Where is it? That one, and Where's my D8? There's a third one. 5, 11, 16, 22 points of damage to Cave Bear Bothrid.
Oh.
As this great club just slams down. It's then going to turn that strange eye and look towards you, Kirik. I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Boy.
Charisma?
Boy. That's not good. 13.
That's really not good. That was one less than you needed. So you are going to take 3, 4, 11. Shit, that one's down. 11,
down.
17. Oh shit. 25 and one more. 31 points of psychic damage.
Ouch, kabibble.
And that is all that's going to happen to you on that one. Fomorian B then is going to step up to there and is going to swing that great club down towards you, Dargon. That is going to miss as it slams it behind you. But that eye is then going to stare down towards you. I need a charisma saving throw, please, sir.
Oh, charisma, brilliant. Oh, good. 12.
Is not what you need. Get some more D8s out and make this easier myself. He says, trying to find some D8s.
No, that's a lot of dice.
Come on, I only need 6 little fucking things.
I sense a slow coming.
Oh. He's been threatening to use it against us for a while.
Threatening to use what against you?
Slow.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem when it happens, isn't it?
I'm the only one who's allowed to use slow. Let's make that a rule.
Stab him in the face. I knew I wasn't missing a D8. There we go. So, that is 3, 6, 9. This is going well. That jumped out. Right, down you go. 11, 14, 16 points of psychic damage to you, sir.
16.
16, 1, 6.
Lovely.
And then we're back round to the top 2, Dargon.
The head throbbing. I'm going to presume that I'm going to have to be specific, and I'm going to have to attack the hag in front of me.
Okay.
I shall do it once. Ooh, maybe I'll miss. 17 to hit.
17 will hit, but as her reaction, she is going to swap places with that one.
Sweet.
With the copy, so you'll hit the copy.
Okay. So that is then... One of them. 15 points of slashing damage.
15 points of slashing damage, and as you cut through, there's just almost like this burst of spore-like material. His QA is gone.
Did I see the hag moving? Did I know? Was that like... Do I have a 50-50 choice
Again,
now?
it's like the bodies just vibrate slightly, and then as you slice through, it's just...
Okay. So now I'm like, hey, what? Oh, brilliant. She's gone. Right. So, tell you what. I'm going to roll D4, and 1 or 2 I go to the hag, and 3 or 4 I go to QB. A 1. I'll swipe towards the hag, if I may.
Yep.
15.
Is the magic number.
Oh, nice. That is at the park. Let's try that again, because that was nowhere near my dice. 14 points of slashing damage.
14 points slashing damage.
And then the last one, that was cocked. Let's try again, and that will be 24 to hit. So,
Yep.
another 15 points of slashing damage.
15 points of slashing damage. And she is not looking good as you sort of stab in.
Yeah, you fucker!
Anything else on your turn?
Oh, man. Yeah. Seeing this massive thing behind me, going to do something slightly weird, and knowing that the hag is also the one that I've just hit, or believing so, I will now move 5, 10 up there.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Bear with.
That's fine.
Those D8s out of the dice tray.
So as you do that, I will use my bonus action, going off what Bothrid did, to turn into a hybrid werebear.
Nice. That is a 19 to hit, which is not going to hit you.
No.
So, where are we? Hybrid werebear.
Yes, because I did that afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, you ran first and then changed.
I did. So that's cool.
Grew into this
If it's
polar
also
bear-like creature.
if it's also a free action, I'll drop my shield. If it's a free action.
You can just throw that as you go. That's fine.
Yeah. So as I transform, it just drops to the ground, and I'll just go "Rah!" at the hag.
Okay, it's then Bothrid's turn. Bothrid's going to turn in his cave bear form, face up to this Fomorian, sort of rear onto his rear legs. Oh, rear up onto his hind legs, I should say. And then is going to make a claw attack first. Which I don't think is going to hit. That is a 13 to hit. Just misses. And then as he sort of slams down, he's then going to chomp down with a bite. Which will hit. So that's going to be... Oh, some D6s now. No, it's not. The bite. Second time, it's still a D8. Idiot. That will be 11 points of piercing damage as Berthrid bites into Fomorian. What did I say? 11 points, didn't I? So that's 11 points of damage. That will be Bothrid's go. Kirik.
Well, seeing that she summoned some friends, I will attempt to do the same. I will grab onto my reliquary, and I'll open it, and there's going to be a ray of sunlight that will drop essentially here, as I'm going to summon Celestial, and I'm going to summon a Avenger Celestial.
Why not?
Yeah.
Are they large or huge?
It is large, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, large Celestial.
This dark elven-like creature appears with a bow in hand and just
Superhero landing.
is there ready.
I thought she'd turn up like Terminator, just naked with a bow and arrow.
It's almost like she steps out of the mist, actually. Out of the river Styx itself.
6th level.
Holy shit.
And yeah, so that is my action. Then as my
Avengers!
bonus action, I will use my spiritual weapon to attack let's roll a d4. Same as Dargon. It's going to attack QB. So
Okay.
the one that I see closest to me. For a 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's going to be 11 points of force damage.
11 points of force damage as again, this creature explodes into spores.
I will then move behind the pillar. It's kind of making myself as much covered by it as possible. And it'll be the end of my turn. But then it is the Celestial's turn. Believe. Shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. So yes.
Yep. It's a summon.
Yes. So it will then attack with the rate. It will make number of attacks equal to half the spell level. So I cast it 6, so it's going to shoot 3 arrows.
Nice.
Let's do all of them. Well, let's do first one to Fomorian B.
Okay.
So that is your spell modifier to hit, so it's a plus 10 to hit on that. So it is a 15 to hit.
15 will just hit.
Nice.
This dark arrow appears in the bow and fires out. Roll the damage, please, sir.
Damage 2d6 plus 2 plus 6. So 2d6 plus 8. That is going to be 17 points of radiant damage to start with.
17 points of radiant damage. This dark, black, misty arrow just punches into Fomorian B.
Second attack for Fomorian B as well. Oh, 18 to hit. It was on the
That will hit.
On the natural 20. And that is 15 points of damage.
15 points of radiant damage.
And finally, third attack for Fomorian B as well.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
There we go.
Oh, you
So you actually see this holy avenger pull back and 3 arrows appear. And the 2 outside ones just... and that centre one just spirals almost directly for Fomorian B's heart. And just punches through one side and out the other. With its radiant effect. Roll that damage.
That is 24 points of radiant damage. No. Yes,
24 points of radiant damage. Unless there is just this... which is not good to do when you got a head cold.
Yep. I'm also concentrating on that spell, and
You are indeed.
The Avenger is then going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30.
Soars round. Excellent. Ander.
35, sorry. I'll fly 35.
Can I see the hag just about?
Not from your current position, really, no.
If I
Well, I
move
suppose kind of. It's at least
there.
half cover, if not 3/4.
I'll have to move there then. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okie doke. Because I'm going to shoot in the head with an arrow and kill her, hopefully.
Roll to hits.
30 to hit.
Oh,
That will hit.
Piercing damage of 9. sneak attack damage of... Be good.
Really doesn't matter. She had 2 hit points.
22. And the D4 was an extra 2. Just want to totally obliterate your fucking
2,
head.
nice. I'm liking those dice that you've got there as well. So as Anders sort of just ducks round, fires past this Fomorian's thigh, and as the hag's just about to turn around and say, "You bastard!" As the arrow strikes her in the face, and she's just going to turn around, and the arrow's actually struck her through her jaw and sticking out the back, and there's just going to be this wide, almost literal temple to temple, toothy smile as her body is just going to explode into spores. Dargon, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Con saving throw from the Goliath stats.
Bear stats.
So that's what I meant. And that should actually, I think that should be the same. Actually,
Roughly.
yeah, they're the same as mine. So actually, that should be good. I can still do that. Okay, that is going to be a 21.
21 is enough. So you are going to take half. You're going to take 10 points of poison damage, and you're not poisoned.
Cool. Do I half that or not? As well, I can't remember.
Why would you halve it?
Well, we were discussing quite a while ago, the last time I did this, that I had damage immunities. We've changed that to damage resistances. Does that count?
This is a spore-based attack. It depends what's the resistances on the werebear.
If you remember, they're currently immunities.
So in your...
yes, so
in
the
your
bludgeoning, piercing,
werebear...
and slashing, of course. So no, I do take the full 10. You're quite right. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, if you actually look at the feet, it should tell you in there what your resistances are as a werebear.
I shall go... yeah, I'm in the wrong place. That's cool. Cheers.
No worries at all. Cool.
And then,
so as these sort
as my bonus action,
Oh,
I would
nice.
like to give Bardic Inspiration to Kirik for him to use on his concentration check should he need to. And don't forget, I have Unfailing Inspiration, so if it fails the first time, you get to keep it.
You beauty.
There you go. So not only are you concentrating, you have Bardic Inspiration as well. I need to lower the opacity on these things, I think. Cool. That will then be your go. So it would have been the hag's go. This hag has now exploded. Dargon, what you do notice is as the spores begin to settle, they almost begin to coalesce and they sort of spin. And as they begin to spin, they form an orb that just is rotating on the floor, spinning really fast. It is then Fomorian A's go. Fomorian A is going to first slam its club at Berthrid, which is probably going to hit. Yeah, it's definitely going to hit. That is a 23 to hit. So that will then be 3d8 plus 6. All good fun. 5, 10, 17, 23 points of bludgeoning damage to Berthrid, which means 20 points of damage to the bear and 3 points of damage to Bothrid. Bothrid then just shrinks back down. We'll put him back in the square he was in. The Fomorian's then going to stare with its eye towards Bothrid as well. Bothrid needs to make a charisma saving throw, which is not his best roll in the world. Well, not his best saving throw. That is a 12. So Bothrid is going to fail and is going to take, of course, 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 8, 15, 21, 23, 26 points of psychic damage to Bothrid.
Bothrid hates the Fey Wild. It's the only damage he actually takes when he comes here.
Fomorian B is then going to turn and look towards you, Ander. And that eye is just going to almost rotate in the eye socket and stare down towards you. I need a charisma saving throw, please.
Is it a magical effect from a fey creature, so I would have advantage on the save?
Yes.
Boom! Oh god. 15.
You lucky, lucky son of a bitch.
The first one was a 2.
So,
fuck me.
as that happens, then you are going to take
less.
16 maths, 24, 28. You're going to take 14 points of psychic damage, and you can feel your arms and limbs sort of twitch slightly, but you stave it off, whatever effect this is. Cool. Well, then back round the top to Dargon. Dargon.
Okay, in a full-on lesson of read your character sheets, I'm going to try something new.
There we go.
So...
Have you found out you've got a breath weapon or something?
No.
That'd be cool.
That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing. No, but something hopefully quite cool. So I'm going to move 5 foot to the left. And as I do that, I turn to Fomorian A. And reading my character sheet, if I run more than 15 feet, well, I'm guessing that includes 15 feet. 15 feet or more.
Yeah.
Towards an enemy before hitting it with an attack, I can deal some extra damage and use my bonus action to attempt to knock them prone. I'm going to try it with these, even if they are bigger than me. We're going to let... It doesn't say anything about that, but I'm going to see what happens. So, I will charge 15 feet, 5, 10, 15 towards Fomorian A, and attempt to do all of that.
You have to shout Leroy Jenkins as you do it.
Leroy!
Leroy Jenkins!
So yeah, I don't know whether any of that works, but I'm going to try it. So, does that happen on...
Dargon runs forward and spins with Timiel's Wrath. And go. You rolled what to hit, sorry?
So I shall roll the first one to find out. That is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. That would also only count on your first attack, by the way.
Yes, so this is now the extra 2d6 to that damage. So I shall roll. I've put the shield down now, so it is two-handed, and so we will have...
It is?
We shall have that. Nice. 29 points of slashing damage to Fomorian A.
Excellent.
I will also try and use my bonus action to attempt to knock them prone. It says attempt, so I'm guessing this is some sort of strength check.
Yeah, it should be contested.
Does it say anything against it?
Doesn't say anything else on that section, I'm afraid. I would just say that.
Okay.
Unless it is like similar to the actions in combat sort of thing, the shove. Probably the shove, isn't it?
It will be a contested strength check if it's the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, there's no rule.
Yeah, it says the target must be no more than one size larger, which this is one size larger, but no more.
One size larger than you right now. Okay, so this is going to be... Yeah, athletics checks. Contested athletics checks.
Okie dokie, see what happens. athletics. Oh, 25.
22 on the Fomorian side.
Close.
So Dargon runs forward and cuts across. Just the shoulder goes in as well, and the Fomorian just stumbles backwards and lands prone. So this is going to be fun because this token's got to grow a bit.
Road.
There we go.
Okay, so that should be 2 more attacks with advantage now, I believe.
It will indeed.
So, first one is 29 to hit. I say first, that's the second. This is the third. For 24 to hit.
Yep, they will both hit.
So, I'll do these 2 together. That is 23 points of damage from both of them.
Yeah, cool. 23 points of damage to Fomorian A. You just...
That will be Magul.
Excellent. Bothrid's go then. Bothrid's going to see that you've knocked this Fomorian down. Is just going to immediately use that sort of moment to jump forward 10 feet. And is then going to spin around with the double-bladed quarterstaff. So, 2 attacks coming with advantage. Mute that tab. They were shit, but still hit. I think. No. Yes. No. Yes. Do. Just hit. Magic number of 14 for the first one.
That was very similar
Second
to
one.
Danny's yes, no, I didn't hit, I saw a natural 1 thing that you sent out on social media.
15.
No!
Still my favourite moment.
Absolutely brilliant.
Just-
No, yes, balls.
Yes. No. Shit. Natural one. Brilliant. Still piss myself every time I see this. So the second one does just hit again with a 15. So I'm just going to use the automatic roller for this just to make my life easier. So it's 9 plus settle 12. So that will be 21 points of slashing damage, and then the bonus at advantage as well. 21 to hit with that one, so that's an extra D4. So I said 21 plus 4. That will be 25 points of slashing damage as Bothrid just runs in, spins round again, brings the other side of the bladed quarterstaff down, then spins it back in his hand and just stabs forward. 25 points of damage, and with 25 points of damage, this Fomorian is finally bloodied.
Nice.
Cool. That'll be Bothrid's go. Kirik. Bardically
Great.
inspired Kirik.
Yes. Well, I don't want to lose on the joys of advantage, so I'll move the weapon 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will also attack with the spiritual weapon with advantage because it's a melee attack.
So this Raven Feather's dagger is just going to...
The spiritual weapon. And that was without advantage because I forgot to press it. The advantage roll is not much better. 16 to hit.
16 will still hit. Just.
Great. That is going to be then 15 points of force damage. Yeah.
Nice.
There is the bonus action. As an action, I will kind of bring some of the energy that is within the flame, and I'll pull it down towards Fomorian A, casting spiritual flame. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does it do that with disadvantage being prone?
Great question. It does
not.
That doesn't make sense.
Cool.
I suppose you
Dexterity
can still be
saving
wriggly
throw
on the
coming
floor.
up.
Yeah, weird.
That is a straight 14.
misses. Or fails, even. And it's going to take 20 points of radiant damage as a result.
Boom.
20 points of radiant damage. This Fomorian is really not looking good as all of you now just begin to wail on it. Cool. Next.
There's my turn. The Avenger's going to shoot 3 arrows towards Fomorian B.
Nice. Fomorian B or Fomorian A?
B, because A will have disadvantage. So it shan't do that. That's a 13 to hit with the first one.
Will miss.
So. Second one is a 25.
Yep.
For 17 points of radiant damage.
17 points of radiant damage. First arrow goes.
Third one. Again, very close. An 18 to hit.
18 will hit. It's that third one again. Just glows slightly as it punches through.
For 16 points of radiant damage.
16 points of radiant damage to Fomorian B, which will bloody that one.
Nice.
Really
That is going to be my turn.
Excellent. And we'll then over to Ander.
So, sensing my opportunity and finally giving in to the nagging voice in my head, I'm going to run over here and I'm going to
Stab him,
use
you
my
bastard.
dagger, and I'm going to aim for its
Fucking
big
choked myself.
googly eye and say it all with me, for dialing,
Okay.
and then I will, with advantage, hopefully stab him in his
I'll get that
googly
natural
eye and kill
20.
the bastard. No. 17 to hit though.
2 6s, but still you into this eye. Hopefully.
For 9 piercing damage, and then sneak attack of... Oh, there's a 1 in there. 14.
Nice.
And then Ander realises he's used all
Okay,
his
I'm going
movement
to ask
speed, and now
you
he's
to
stuck
roll
next to
me
him.
a. Don't forget your D4, by the way.
What do I get the D4
No,
for? I didn't use my
sorry.
bow.
You didn't use your bow. Ignore me. So instead, roll me a D10, please.
Good.
Okay.
2.
You go for the eye, but given the size of this creature, you just sort of bring it down, actually, sort of on the bridge of the nose, and just miss the eye. But still dealing a wealth of damage to this as you stab down into sort of the brain, twist, and in the back of your mind, you say,
Yes! Feast on the what is this thing? Stab it again.
anything else on your
I
turn,
fucked up.
sir?
I used all my movement speed, and now I'm stuck next to the big bad bastard. What else will I do? No. I can't disengage. So I'll just have to stand there and hope for the best. Thank you very much.
Okay. It is going to stand, using half its movement speed.
Nice.
And is then going to do a big sweeping great club strike, but straight towards you, Ander, as you've gone after its eye. That is a 26 to hit.
Oh boy! Yep.
You're okay, you're okay.
Ugh, that was shit. That was really, 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 really shit. It is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm alright with that. Then I don't even feel the need to
then
open
that
pocket, Matt. That's how shit it was.
That eye is now going to turn towards you,
Oh,
and I
good.
need a charisma saving throw, please.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
asked for it.
I will say that I would like to, sentinel attack him as well at, some point.
Oh, I failed it this time. I got a 12. I'll teach me the
You
glow
did
up.
fail it. Fuck you. So, that's what you get for being cocky, you bastard.
Should have uncanny dodge.
So, that will be 5, 8,
And can I dodge that?
9, 10, fucking hell, 14, 17 points of psychic damage. That was shit as well. And sentinel attack then, please.
Yeah, so... Natural 1.
Natural 1 misses. Cool. Fomorian B then is just going to go 5, 10. And he's going to raise the club up and bring it down towards Bothrid. I don't think that's going to hit. That's an 18. Bothrid sees sort of out of sort of peripheral vision as this club just, and is just going to sidestep at the last minute as cracks down into the floor. That eye is going to turn and who are we going to? I'll tell you what. Let's do this the easy way.
Rollies.
Ander.
Oh, how convenient.
Charisma saving throw, please.
Don't miss this. Don't fail this time.
Don't fuck it up.
Right, why didn't you tell me what it is? Is that a 9? That's a 14.
So not finish rolling.
That was the magic number, so you're going to take half damage.
Watch it be more damage this time.
13,
I'm rolling with advantage and +5. I haven't rolled above a 10 yet.
13, 13. Maths. 21. 27. Shit, get down the hole.
That's what she said.
Do you not have proficiency?
31 to 16 points of psychic damage. Which was more.
Who? 16.
16.
I've got proficiency in dexterity saving throws and intelligence saving throws.
Because you started off as a rogue. Yes, that makes sense. Sorry.
Yes.
Forgetting that.
There we go. That will be Fomorian B's go, and then we're back round to the top with Dargon.
After whiffing that, he's going to still try and attack Fomorian A, and we'll do it with... Maybe won't. That's a 15 to hit.
Do it. Put your axe into it. 15 will hit.
Okay. The other one will be a 29 to hit.
Roll damage for the first.
Never mind. Okay, that's a d10. 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points of slashing damage as you slice in. How do you want to kill Fomorian A?
Please.
He'd just gone for Ander, so he's turned away from me. So I would say that I would cut through his sort of calf muscle Achilles tendon, drop him, and then just stab him in the shoulder.
Going to tweak that slightly.
Go for it.
You slice through the calf muscle and sort of kind of hamstring him a little bit and sort of drop him to one knee, and then you're going to bring Timiel's Wrath into the back and just straight through the spinal column, and Fomorian A collapses.
You go.
Dead.
Dead.
As it collapses dead, that stone column that was there before reappears once more. So this stone column now just is in front of you. So you are... Ander is partially obscured from you right now.
Cool.
So you have movement.
Yeah, and 2 more attacks left. So
Indeed you do.
5, 10 to Fomorian B.
Mm-hmm.
And I shall roll them. So that is 28 to hit and 18 to hit.
Both will hit.
$28 points of slashing damage for the pair.
28 points of slashing damage. Maureen B no longer looking good either. Just you slice straight up its midriff, sort of slicing from thigh just above its dangly bits, up through the stomach and just up through the sort of left pectoral, if you like. Cool. Anything else?
No, that'll be my go. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on this thing. Oh,
Okay,
no pun
Bothrid
intended.
is going to turn and attack. Natural 20
Hey! Oh, it deserves
Whoa.
one.
with the first. So,
Nice.
I need 1, I need 2, I need 3, and I need 4. 2, 3, 7, 10, 15 points of slashing damage with the first one. And then the second one's coming in. Yeah. That's an 8 plus, so that's an 18. We'll still hit. So 2 of them. 1. That's cocked. 4, 9 points of slashing damage. And then the final little stab will be jumping out of the dice box. That will be an 18 hit. That will also hit. That will be an additional 4 points of slashing damage. As Bothrid sort of just turns, and as he turns, bring the quarterstaff across once, spins it back round and comes back across, and then just spins it above his head and darts him forward. And as he darts him forward, stabs through this sort of thigh muscle of Fomorian B, and Fomorian B just sort of is struck there and almost sort of stunned for a moment, not quite, but is very heavily damaged now, sort of wavering. The eye is beginning to sort of blink and roll around a little bit. Back around to Kirik.
I will attack it with my spiritual weapon, please.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up. That will be a... Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. 28 to hit.
Roll damage, please. How do you want to do this?
14 points of force damage. The raven feather is going to, like, as the creature's kind of screaming at being hurt by Bothrid, the raven feather is going to go kind of inside its mouth and just go up the jaw and out of the head.
So almost like the arrow in Guardians of the Galaxy, it just as it punches out the back of the Fomorian's head, there is just sort of a purplish reddish spray that just blasts out, and the Fomorian's eye just rolls back into its skull and it falls down backwards dead. It too then sort of into this rock formation that then is there. We are out of combat. But as we are out of combat, Dargon, that orb spins, slows, stops, rolls onto its side, and then there is just almost like this gentle spray of spores that into the ceiling around this room, and you just hear this.
Very good.
What are we doing?
Is the orb still there?
The orb is still there?
So I will revert back to Dargon, do Goliath form, and then go straight over to this orb and
Okay.
sort of look at it, and then I want to very carefully sort of pick it up, wondering if I'm going to smash it or something.
Okay, as you pick this orb up, instantly you now understand where you are. And you understand directions a little bit more. What you notice now is that this orb is a glass orb with sort of these metallic, or this metallic frame around it, and on the top and bottom there are these 2 points, which is where it's been spinning on. You notice that there is an N and an S on either side of this orb, and in the centre there is almost like this purplish, pinkish glowing gem, which as you turn the orb seems to rotate slightly, but always faces the same way. You can add the Orb of Direction to your equipment list.
Nice.
Yeah, the compass.
Nice. As I get a flood of memories. Oh, there we are. Oh.
What you then notice is as you turn around, that pink gem does a flip. And is pointing in the total opposite direction.
Whoa. Okay. I'll turn back.
And again, and it points a different direction.
Which way is it pointing? Is it obvious which way it is actually pointing?
At this point, the pink gem is sort of stuttering and sort of vibrating in the middle of this orb a little bit.
Is that what we came here to find? Are you fixed?
Well, I know those stairs are the way out.
And that's better than before.
Yeah.
Kirik, what are you doing with your Avenger?
The Avenger stays as long as I'm concentrating for the next hour, so might as well stay around.
Okay. Not sure the Avenger's getting up the stairs, but okay.
Ooh, that's true. Well, we'll see. See how it goes.
We'll be busy
Fine,
in here
cool.
for the next
So
hour
you're in this
stealing
room.
stuff.
Kirik, what's that? Who's that? Sorry.
Oh, that is, well, just, I've done something like this before. Not quite this one, but slightly different one.
Yeah.
They're a friend.
And you would all remember last time a creature appeared with a shield.
Do you need to smash
how
that
you-
Dargon? We smash orbs, and it seems to work.
Not this one. I don't think.
Okay. In Thieves' Camp, we used to call those things sat navs.
Oh, you know what it? You know what it is then.
Yeah.
Do I know what this is, or do I need to make a check to know exactly what this is?
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Yeah, sweet.
Are you writing down
nice.
sat nav?
Dirty 20.
He is, yeah.
Yes, you would sort of get the impression that you understand how this works and what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I can.
Although it doesn't seem to be working in this room, at least right now. Not the way you would expect it to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's meant to, point north. If I want it to, and then we can use that to know where, get our bearings. But it seems to, every time I walk here at the moment, it points in a random direction. I'm guessing the Fey Wild might not have a north. But it could be just this route, because, we're underground or something.
True.
Anyway, I'm going to put this away. So I'll put it away in my bag of holding.
Anders really trying hard to stay upright, but he's going to drop to one knee.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I will move closer to you. And I will kind of like prop you up. I'll say, you have a potion with you or something.
I do, yes. I will get out my potion of greater healing, what we're talking about here. 4d4 plus 4.
Bothrid is also going to run up to you and place a hand on
there's a
you
lot
and
of
cast
ones in
a third level Cure Wounds.
Oh, that's only 11.
You're going to get 16 points of health from Bothrid.
Ooh, 27 back. Between me and Bothrid. Oh, thank God. Actually, I can do Cure Wounds through my flute, fucking hell, guitar thing.
Flute, fucking hell, guitar thing. That's definitely a riff of some kind.
So I will play a power chord,
Fucking hell,
use
guitar
one of its
thing.
charges, and that'll give me another 10 back. Look at that. To 68 now.
No.
To 68. And I now feel well enough to have a look at this treasure, Matthew.
Okay, so which bit are you going to first?
Oh. So, the big
There
pots, are they pots of fire or pots of gold? trying not to do a leprechaun voice.
They look like urns. You can go and investigate them if you wish.
As Anders doing that and seeing that he's slightly better, I will speak to the Avenger in Celestial, and I will say, this might take a while. Thank you for your help. If you could heal one of us up a little bit, that'll be great. And the Celestial is actually going to kind of touch my shoulder, and I'm going to use the healing touch ability and then dispel them. So that is 2d8 plus 6 of healing.
Okay, it's going to walk up, reach down, place a hand on your shoulder. Its hand glows with that sort of dark energy. It's then going to step back, bow its head. As its head lifts, a white mask appears over its face, and it just is enveloped in this dark energy and is gone.
Cool.
I'm actually next to a chest, aren't I? Already.
Are you investigating the urns then, or are you going straight to the chest?
Well, if I'm next to the chest, I'm going to have to... This is the closest one.
Next to a chest. There is one chest here, a second chest up here, third, fourth, a fifth over here, and there is an archetype box over here.
Ark of the Covenant. That's obviously going to release Satan, so I'll save that one till last.
So for those listening on the podcast, in this rectangular room, there is a chest to the northern wall, 2 chests on the western wall, 2 sort of chests in the middle of the room, and then one on the eastern wall, and then to the northeast there is also this Ark of the Covenant looking type box.
And how long does inspiration last?
10 minutes.
By the time we finish this, that will have gone.
Probably, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, no. Yeah, 10 minutes. I was reading the wrong thing then.
Cool.
When I said an hour. So I will firstly check whether it is locked by traditional means, or magical means, if possible.
Make me... Are you checking traditional or magical?
Magical. I've been bit by this before. I'll go magical first.
Make me an Arcana check, please.
Coming at you. 14.
You don't detect any magic coming off this box?
I will pick that lock like a hero. Well, a thief, actually, but you know what I'm saying.
Make me a... Make me a Thieves' Tools check, please, which will be your dexterity bonus plus your proficiency, please. So dexterity check plus proficiency.
Not sleight of hand.
Not sleight of hand.
Right. Something with a +9. I'll just press that. Oh, fuck me. 11.
First of your lockpick snaps.
That's one down. I'll try again. 24, that's better.
The lock falls off. As I can
What's in it, mate?
As this chest opens up, I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hey.
Fuck off. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Oh, good. It has a 4.
Spores explode out of this chest as you now see what look like small bulbs of sorts, and sort of open out under the top, sort of almost planted within this chest. You are going to take 12 points of poison damage, and you are now poisoned.
Oh, good.
So, poisoned, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and all ability checks.
And all ability checks are magic. Fucking magic.
Hey, Andy, you you alright? I think get you. Oh, it's not killed you again.
Ander would be coughing and sort of. Fuck!
It's in my lungs. It's in my lungs.
Oh, bloody hell. Trust you. I'll walk over to Ander. Hold him a sword, put my hand on his shoulder, and be like, can you do something about it? And my hand will glow, the sword will glow, and the crap will come out of his lungs as I cast Lesser Restoration with the sword.
I'll cough up a lung butter chunk and it'll just splat, which would be nice for everyone.
So it's actually almost like a scene out of the Green Mile as Dargon places his hands on you, the sword glows, Dargon's hand glows, and where the veins in your face are begin to sort of look or sort of stand out in a greenish tinge, they then fade back and sort of it shrinks up to where Dargon's hand, you can see the green sort of shoot up Dargon's hand, and Dargon just looks up to the sky and breathes out these spores as they reach up to the ceiling.
Nice.
And you are restored, no longer poisoned. There's nothing else inside this chest.
How about you?
Just bulbs. Fuck me. Right, okay.
Just these bulbs.
How about you?
I've learned
Be
the lesson.
careful for the next one, yeah.
My next plan, I'll unlock it, but then I'll open it from the back. So then if anything blows out, I won't be there. That's a good plan, right?
Yeah, but also, look, we've got everything we came for, alright? And I believe
You've
we
got
were
everything
told...
you came for.
Yeah, but we were told that we couldn't get out without finishing this lot off. So we've done that.
I hear what you're saying. Go straight for the big one. Okay. Right. Straight to the Ark of the Covenant then. Let's wrap this up.
Oh my
Straight to
god,
the
Okay,
good
it's,
stuff.
oh, it's
you'll have
like
to come
talking
around
to
the
a
other
brick wall.
side. As you look at this Ark Titan box, it does have the two sort of handles, and it's clearly made to be carried by the two people on the shoulders or four people just by one on each handle. Atop there are two draconic-like heads that point out of either end, except the eyes are very large and bulbous on these dragon heads. And then in the centre there is a twisted vine that ends up in a rose on the lid of this thing.
Can I do an Arcana
What do you
check
do?
to check any magical locks?
Yeah, does that mean anything to us?
Does it mean anything to you? Well, I'll get you to make me a check, Kirik. I will say roll me a history check, please. You can add your proficiency bonus, given your sage background.
I already have proficiency in history, so it's fine. But I will
Okay.
use guidance on that. For a total of 21.
Okay. Something, somewhere, rings a bell in the back of your mind as you now pay closer attention to this arc and this symbology. And you remember reading somewhere, finally, some information comes back to you about the Witch Queen.
Oh.
And there are talk, or sort of, you remember reading about a strange, twisted dragon-like creature, but not quite a dragon, twisted by the Fey Wild itself. You remember reading something about a cauldron of sorts. The name Baba Yaga comes out, and there was mention of the term or something Vorpal, a Vorpal weapon. So it just comes in bits. You can't get the full grasp of it, but those are the sort of details you can just about remember.
So what you're saying
Ander,
is
what are you
definitely
doing?
open it.
Well, you don't
Well,
know this,
whatever.
remember. Only Kirik knows this.
I'm checking to see if it's magically locked in the meantime.
Make me an
With an
Arcana check,
Arcana
please.
check of... Wait, that's better. 26.
There is something magical about this box, but you don't sense any arcane locks on it.
Well, if Kirik hasn't told me anything, so I'll try and pick the lock then. Thank you very much.
As you're doing
There is
that,
no lock
I'm-
on it.
Oh,
I will say, and before you open that, I'm pretty sure that, well, maybe this Hoard in general, but the Ark in particular will belong to the Witch Queen, so I don't know what we want her to be on our side of, but
if I take
does
it,
have our
I could use it
names.
as a bargaining tool to get our names back or trade her for something. If I take it.
do you think you can do that?
I can... I was going to say charm the pants off anyone, but I think... Yeah, I could do that. And I will... But what I will do, I will open it from behind, so it opens facing into the room, not into me.
Well, if you're confident,
So there's no hinges on this thing. It's just like the top just sort of either lifts off or slides off. So I'm going to ask you to make me a strength check, please.
Oh, I'm really good at those.
I will assist, since
It's for the best. It's for the best.
I'm watching from
comes
like
over and
20
sort of
feet away.
assists.
Thank you for the assist, because I got 17 then.
You go to push and it's a struggle, and then Kirik sort of comes across and sort of leans in and helps you, and slowly but surely you push this metallic lid off, and it lands and echoes around this chamber on the other side. As you look in, you see it almost looks like foam that's been cut out to house items, and in the top there are
Like a roadie's box.
4. There are 4 items inlaid. There is what looks like a metallic tube of some sort on the left hand side. Directly in the middle, an axe with a wooden handle or wooden haft, and then this intricately designed blade. There is a glowing rose on the right hand side,
Yep.
and then at the bottom there is a glowing pink crystal.
After the box didn't explode, I'm going to go back and grab my shield, by the way. Just put it on my shoulder.
Okay,
Um,
pick up your shield.
well, I'm clearly having all of them.
Okay,
I'm not
you
dead,
pocket them
so
all.
they're obviously damn straight.
Make me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
before he grabs that,
What is
before he
it?
grabs anything, I will cast Detect
Panic.
Evil and Good and try to look at these items.
Well, you're going to look at Ander and it's going to be all sorts.
If there is a place or object within 30 feet that has been magically consecrated or desecrated, it will pop up.
Okay. Within 30
Anders'
feet, you
trousers.
say?
Yes.
Yeah. Anders' cock
Well,
is doing all
it's
sorts.
funny you should say that, as Ander does give off this sort of glow, but it's literally almost like spores are popping off his body as you now view him. The box itself is a very neutral colour.
I've got a Fey venereal disease.
I would assume that Ander would give, because this spell also identifies Fey and undead and all that stuff.
In
I would
fact,
assume it's
ignore that, because Dargon has cast a certain spell, and whatever had happened to Ander has now gone.
Yes.
Oh! I haven't got venereal disease anymore!
It's only one,
Oh, ignore me then, in which case, it's still there.
and either one disease or one condition afflicting it.
I'm not poisoned, but I still got syphilis, Bruno.
Oh,
Sporphilis.
And on that note, Ander, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fucking well done for reminding everyone.
I know, it's fine. It was happening at some point, but it seems we got there.
Is it a magical effect from Fey creatures so I'll get advantage? Please, because I rolled shit.
It is, but it's already happened. So, it's a straight
It's a 4
roll,
then.
please.
It's a 4 then. And it's cock and bollocks.
You're
Fall
going to
off.
take 2 points of psychic damage, and you begin to laugh in this mad nature for a full minute. And you are fully incapacitated while this happens. Kirik, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
has this happened within the 10 minutes of having...
I will say you are still bardically inspired.
Good. I will use that bardic inspiration. What's the bardic inspiration of?
1d8.
D6. Oh, is it
It ain't
D8
gonna
now?
matter,
D8.
I don't think. Let's see. It's a 6.
What was my damage, you said? I got confused. I got too carried away laughing.
Okay.
So did I take 6 damage as well?
You took 2, didn't you?
No, you took 2
4.
points of psychic damage.
2. So I can't even put the things in my bag because I'm too busy laughing now. Is that what we're saying?
Yep, for a full minute, and then it stops. Kirik, as you have that detect evil and good on, you now look at yourself, and you can
I'm just
see
gonna
those
turn into the
same
Joker.
that same sort of spore effects just sort of coming off you now are beginning to start.
Immediately I'll grab the staff of healing and I'll cast lesser restoration on myself to get rid of that. Please.
And cure yourself of a disease.
Kirik, what's wrong with Ander? Was it some of the boxes?
Whatever it is,
Funny
it needs
voice, Dargon.
it needs a little bit more.
Can
you cast lesser restoration?
He's fucking green.
I mean, yeah, I can do it, but did it not work, or does it?
No, I think it might have been afflicted by something else.
All right,
Buthrid, be a pot again. Buthrid, be a pot.
Ander, smack. Oi! I'll grab him in the shoulder.
Dargon, make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hey, nice.
Damn it.
Can you laugh while you're unconscious?
It does.
19.
19. Cool. You are fine, and you are immune to this effect for 24 hours.
Okay. So then I'll grab him by the shoulder again and go, alright, let's try this again. We'll do the same thing. Lesser restoration.
Your beard is tickling.
Okay, so as you cast Lesser Restoration, and that laughter just begins to fade, and you get that. I'm going to describe it this way. You know that feeling you get after a guilty wank? Where you feel slightly disgusted with yourself. You've got
Like your
that
mum made a
feeling
call,
now.
Yeah, okay.
If that's the way you want to view it. But yeah, that feeling of shame and guilt, and you realise that whatever or whoever had seduced you the night before had left you with a little something.
As soon as I see that very familiar, guilty look on his face, I immediately take my hand off his shoulder. Like, ah.
So, for the sake of informing you of what this might have been, Ander was infected with cackle fever.
Nice.
Ooh, it's gone now, though, thank God.
Yeah, but I'm guessing that would have been really bad in the fight.
Now I can.
I forgot it during the last fight. You're lucky.
I will then. Now I've composed myself and Dargon's put me down. I will pick up those 4 items and put them in my bag.
Okay, so you pick them up and put them straight in your bag. With your investigation check, by the way, you notice that this seems quite a shallow bit of what you now realise is actually compacted vegetation to form this sort of foam outline. There is at least another layer to this thing.
Oh, it's like a box of chocolates at Christmas. I'll go to layer 2. Get a caramel keg, please.
So you lift that, as you've removed all the items, you lift this layer of sort of packed vegetation out and move it to the side, and now you notice that it is got some rather deep edges to it, and you lift it up out the top. And the rest of the box is empty, but what you see is a clearly spherical outline in the second layer. And then there is also this very long, thin, sword-like indentation, but it also almost looks like the sword is made of vines as well. Or the sword had this vine effect to it. Both of those items are not in this chest.
Does it look like the similar size to what we found in the north? The orb, I mean.
Or is it the orb that you've got?
Oh no! Sorry, this sphere is much larger.
So does that sphere
like at least half the box?
Yeah. Does it look like the size?
The orb you have.
Yeah.
The orb you have would fit in the palm of your hand.
Yes.
It's not very big.
So the empty hole where a sphere was in the box, was that or is that similar size to the sphere/orb we found in the north, in whatever that was called, Shiverspire?
Oh no, not at all.
No different. Fine, cool. Hey, Ender, what are you finding in that box?
Sorry, as we're looking into the chest, there is a flash of light, and you suddenly notice that the hand that was holding Kirik's hand that was holding the Staff of Healing is now empty. As I used the last charge, and if I roll a natural 1, if I roll a 1 on the d20, the staff disappears, and I rolled a 1.
No.
Fuck. Was that my fault? Did I do that?
I have never had that happen in any of my campaigns with any magical item.
Never had
That's
that
amazing.
happen.
Oh,
That's just gone. The Fey Wild
There you go.
sucks.
Yeah, okay, look,
I personally love it, but
if our stuff's starting to disappear, do we need to just not get the hell out of here? We had this happen to Ender before, you know, he lost everything but his clothes. Look, let's go.
No, I think that was just me.
I thought it was something I did with my weird laugh disease fever thing. Okay.
No, I panicked and I saw what was happening to you. I didn't want it to happen to me, and I didn't realise.
I'm starting to think, right, as much as I want to open the other boxes, part of me thinks they're just going to be that hag's treasure, and her treasure is moss, and bulbs, and fucking fungi. I don't think maybe I should open the other boxes. Hang on, is that a pile of gold on the floor on the map?
towards the western wall, sorry, there is what looks like a giant pile of gold.
So as I'm saying that to the group, I'll spot that pile of gold and I will Scrooge McDuck and fucking dive straight into that. Thank you.
Take 2d10
Okay.
damage.
As you run and dive straight into it, the gold shifts and becomes a number of small, what look almost like barnacles or fungal type growths. As you land in it, there's this explosion of
This
spores. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
And
Bastard.
fucking hell.
This hag is an absolute fucking.
How
bitch.
many times do I have to say, let's get the fuck out of here? I'm not helping you again. I can't.
I
It's
can't
alright,
help
I've
you
got a
again.
20.
I lost the staff.
It's okay, I got a 20. I got a 20, it's fine. No panic.
Okay. So you are not poisoned, but you are going to take 7 points of poison damage.
Oh, okay. Right, now we can leave. Now I'm disappointed.
Now we have your permission to leave. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Get your royal ass up those stairs.
Ooh, royal
Commander,
ass.
as you
I
sort of
like it.
step out of these fungal growths, you just hear in your mind,
My treasures.
I'm starting to think your treasures are worthless. Hope
so
you can hear
Wardens,
me.
what are we doing?
Dragging
Leaving.
Anders' ass up the stairs.
Disappointedly. So just to clarify,
Okay.
picking those things up hasn't killed me. I'm fine. They're just in my bag now for me to look at later.
Indeed.
Yes.
So I hope you made a note
The
what
only
they
bad
were.
thing. Yes.
Good. Cool. So you all head back up the stairs, and you'll find yourselves back in that sort of main room on the main floor, if you like. As you exit out into the purple glowing sort of hall, and it's eerily quiet in the house. Don't hear any movement, hear nothing. So where would we like to be, given everybody is currently in this room just here?
So, if that bloke was taking us to the mirrors, but we had to fight those people, do we need to go back to that room? Because that's the way the mirrors are.
We need to go down
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's where it was taking us. Let's go there.
Does your
Okay.
sat-nav work now? Could
Oh,
it take us there?
Let me try. It won't take us there. It will just tell us where north is. So hang on a minute. I'll take it out, have a look at it. Okay, where's north?
The pink gem is just slowly rotating inside and sort of tumbling over itself.
Yeah, well, either my theory was true or this thing's just broken. Anyway, back in the bag it goes. Maybe I can sell it to Mephisto without him seeing it.
Matt, is this a door?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'll change colour.
Very good question. Yes, it is.
Okay. Might be worth having a look at it once we get there. Can't believe I missed. Can't believe that happened to the staff.
I know.
You're gonna have to get your healing spells back.
I'm gonna have to actually prepare healing spells now. Imagine that.
Cool. So which direction are we going? You going back through the house the way you came?
Yeah, I guess like through the corridor. Oh wait, let me change that. So, yeah, through the
Cool.
corridor with the lion.
So you
and
head-
then through there.
Yeah. So as you head back into the stone corridor and make your way through the door, to sort of turn right through the door into the next stone corridor where the lion is, and as you dash past, there is just this voice again. Twice round and twice again.
Shut up.
You make your way through the double doors. You get into the next room, the wooden room, which led into the throne room to the west, and then that sort of northeasterly 5-foot corridor led away to the room where you had the encounter with those 5 strange fey creatures. You run along that corridor, run past the stone stairs, through the archway, back into this room where the bodies of these creatures have gone, long gone. And you see the stone archway with leading to this stone room with those 2 bird cages or bird tables which stand empty, and the wooden sort of the wooden opening and the stone stairs which lead downwards. Are we heading straight down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, just. Oh no, we were there. No, never mind then. never mind. Yeah, just go down,
So
I think.
you're in here currently. So you're all heading downstairs.
Yep.
Okay. As you then head down the stairs and down this winding stone staircase, and you get a little bit nervous for a minute, having been down here once before. Or at least assuming you've been down here once before. As you come down the stairs, this room changes drastically and is not what you remember previously. Instead,
okay.
you enter down into another stone chamber that is lit. Has this deep greenish orange glow, and you notice now that the orange glow is from these 9-ish, so 8 braziers which burn. And at the far end of the room, the southern end of the room, there are 7 mirrors that all face towards you. On your left-hand side, there is what looks like a table with some strange arcane runes on it. And then there is a desk with a book open and a scroll placed upon it and a lantern which is unlit.
So
Okay.
that
Can I go and have a look
try
at
and tell
that
me.
desk and stuff?
Well,
Well, I'm going to say before we do that, let's take a short break.
Hi-oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, hope you all enjoyed that break. Shout out to everybody who is watching on the live stream. Shout out to everyone who is watching us on YouTube. And of course, those listening to the podcast as well. Thank you very much for all your support. We love you always. If you feel like giving us a cheeky follow or a subscribe on YouTube, or even if you feel like subscribing on Twitch, that would be amazing. Of course, if you are an Amazon Prime user, you can use your Twitch Prime subscription, which costs you nothing, and we will love you eternally. So yeah, any way you can support us is much appreciated, but we just appreciate the fact that you are here watching and supporting us as you are.
Absolutely. We are currently looking for some ways of being able to show on screen the appreciation that you give us and return it back on screen. More to follow in the future, I'm sure.
Indeed, we are working very, very hard behind the scenes to improve the stream, so to speak, and just do some more things with the actual bits you see on screen. So our resident Mr. Wizard is working hard in the background, as are the rest of us, to try and deal with some of those things. So you can hopefully see the follower and subscriber count down here somewhere.
That's the one.
Down there?
Yep.
There? Yeah, cool. So yeah, if you want to feel like bumping those numbers up, I'm not going to complain. Never going to complain. Just love you eternally. Cool. So with that, as you have, as the party have now entered this room following that grueling battle, I say, with the hag and the Fomorians and the strange duplicates and the diseases and poisons that have all been emanating through that room, you now find yourself in this square stone chamber with these 7 mirrors at the southern end, and these 2 tables to your left, to the eastern wall. What would we like to do? Excuse me.
Yeah, go and have a look at this table on the...
Which table?
Did you say it was an unlit? What's it? And are there those gems
So there is
on
what
it?
looks like a wooden desk with a book that is open, a scroll which is rolled up, and there is an unlit lantern on it. The other table is a stone table that's covered in these sort of strange arcane runes, and ignore the 3 sort of lights there. There's just, for effect, it's the stamp that was in Dungeon Alchemist at the time.
That's fine. Yeah, go and have a look at that one then.
Okay. And what are you looking for?
You have obviously just described how it is not exactly how it appears, but I am just making sure that this is in no way similar to the other sort of stone-esque rune type table that we saw when we went to some fiery place under
Yep.
Deluge?
Cool. So I'm going to say make me an Arcana check, please.
Cool. I can attempt to make a really shit one of them. I can make the shittest.
Is it the shittest, though?
It's 2, which is 1 plus 1.
Almost.
I mean, yes,
Almost
admittedly,
the
thankfully, I don't have a -1 on it. Otherwise, I'd love to get a 0.
Okay, so it was a natural one. Fair
It
enough.
was a natural one.
You look at these runes and just go,
Some wood scratching on this.
straight over the top of your head, you have no fucking idea what is described on this table whatsoever.
Well, we found the mirrors then, lads.
Seems like
This
it.
means nothing.
The Dryad did tell me to try and contact her while I was here, and she would try and help us choose the correct mirror.
All right, on your knees and beg.
Does that book give any instructions or anything though? Is there a user's manual? So I'll go and have a look at that book.
Okay.
Please.
Make me an investigation check, please.
Natural 20! 27.
Nice. So as you step up to this book, the writing almost shifts before your eyes before you shake your head and realise it's written in Sylvan, but there is a distinct Fey magic over the top of this, and you being you and sort of attuned in somewhat to that Fey effect, you begin to understand what it says, and you can see a picture of the orb that Dargon has picked up, or something similar. And you read a description that describes something along the lines of, to pass safely, the orb is required, and a distinct sense of will. As you then scan through the page even further, some of the text is smudged, but the final line you manage to read is choose wisely.
So, it literally is a user's manual. It was a lucky guess. It says, we need the orb that you have, Dargon. So to pass safely, we need that orb, a distinct sense of will. I mean, I think we're all willful. I think
fairly willing and definitely eager to get out.
if it means willpower to resist urges, then probably not me. But I think if it means the will and intent to go where you want to go, I think we can all achieve that, and then obviously choose wisely. Do you think it's still worth? Do you think it's worth me holding the orb whilst talking to the Dryad to try and see where it points, and if she might be able to guide as well as
see what
the
she
orb?
Yeah.
says.
Yeah, I'll ask her first.
She said
Just
she
in
was going
case.
to try and help us. So.
Well, yeah, because I mean the words were shifting. I only got parts of it. I don't know. It could all be a trick, couldn't it? So I'll ask the Dryad. So I will concentrate my hardest to call upon the Dryad spirit, please.
Okay. Make me a straight charisma check, please.
Coming at you with 21.
21, you reach out and you feel that sense of familiarity to the Dryad, and it's almost like you can see her in your mind. Her eyes open, her face flashes up, and she looks around wherever she is. And then that connection is gone, and instead a different voice greets you in your head right now. You have dwelt in my castle far too long.
Oh, fuck.
You are not guests here. I did not invite you, and yet you remain here. Oh no. If you think you're getting out of this one easy, Think again. Good luck. Maybe I'll see you soon. And reclaim some of the things you have clearly stolen from me.
I'll trade you them for my
We had a
name
bargain.
and my blood.
Oh no. In this land, I am queen. And I will make the demands. Best of luck, Fey touched.
You say
voice
that like it's a bad thing. Somebody intercepted the call. I didn't get through to the Dryad. The Witch Queen. She obviously knows we're here. She's mad
good.
at us. She's mainly mad at you, Kirik. But that's we can brush over that. So she wished us good luck though.
That's bullshit.
Inside check, and make me a deception check, please.
Oh, come on. Oh, fuck me. 18.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah. Kirik sees through the bullshit.
Yeah.
As per
she did
usual,
wish us
Dargon
good
with
luck,
his
though.
8 believes you.
Yeah. He's thinking,
Carry on,
what
sorry,
did
Amber.
Kirik do? Yeah, so she did wish us good luck, though, so, swings roundabouts.
She didn't by any
I'm
chance,
sure.
say which mirror for us to use.
No.
Sounds like it would be
Should
too
I?
helpful.
Okay.
So, Dargon, you've probably got the greatest will of all of us here. Do you want to try the orb?
Yeah, alright. Fine. Yeah,
So, we want to go to the tower where we defeated the Eladrin.
okay. That's where we want to go. Cool. I'm not going to at all think about the fact that I died there. Nope, not even that. Nope. Absolutely going to just want to go.
Well, the fact that you had the will to get back from the death that you suffered there, channel that.
I'm on it. Give me the orb.
Should we all be tied together so that we don't get separated?
Or should we all touch it? Like, all in the middle? Or...
Yeah, I mean, we can all
Well,
touch it at once. I'm literally just trying to find out which one we want to do. But, I mean, yeah, if you want to, because, if I may suddenly, pick one...
That's a good point.
I have no choice to walk... whatever.
Yeah, because if you decide to go somewhere, Dargon, I don't think any of us, maybe both Red, can stop you from...
Yeah, no, but you're just going to follow me, surely.
I'll jump on Dargon's back and hold on to his ears. Ready for takeoff.
It really hurts, I can let you know that.
Get off.
Use your will to
Sander
ignore
jumps
me.
on Dargon's back, pulls his ears, and there's just this, fucking shimmer, you bastard! Eventually, Dargon shoves you off.
Turn around.
Okay, I'll just hold on. I'll hold on to your kill.
I say, I'm meant to be concentrating on this flipping orb, not the fact that you're really irritating. Right, okay. I will walk up to... where are we going to walk up to? I'm going to walk up to... Let's go bigger.
Oh, it's not going to be like in Harry Potter where you see your dead relatives, is it? You have an existential crisis.
So I'm guessing you guys all follow.
Okay, Dargon, as you step forward to that square and look around now at the 7 mirrors, you notice you pass sort of your reflections as you pass between them, and you stare directly ahead of you. Now, I've numbered the mirrors on the screen, on the map, just so we know, and so you guys can sort of keep track of which mirror is which. At the minute, you just see yourselves staring back at yourselves.
Alright.
But from 7 different directions, of course.
I'm going to hold the orb in both hands.
I tell you what, I don't think I have a bad side. As I fix my hair.
Well, they've never seen the back of your head.
Bothridge's just going to brush a fungus off the back of Ander, just like...
You make it sound like you've seen the back of my head, like you've ploughed me from behind, Kirik. That's quite awkward. You've started the rumour.
I don't know what that means.
Dargon, continue.
Yeah, while this I was thinking about temple, having a clean, having a bath. Like, no, right. Okay, wanna go?
Make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck. We should have got Kirik to do it. Shit.
Ooh, not bad. 19.
Nice.
I thought for sheer stubbornness, it's got to be Dargon, surely. But no, it should have been Kirik.
As you sort of hold this and think of temple and various things flash through your mind, the furthest mirror to your right, the one labelled number 1, there is a flashing image of the temple, and then it's almost like it just ripples across all 7 mirrors.
Oh, good.
That was very unhelpful. I swear I just saw the temple in that one. And then all of them.
Well, maybe should we all try and see if we see it in the same one first?
That is not a bad shout, actually.
It's not a bad shout, and to be honest, I'm going to say that it'll be that one. If we don't know any better. So, who's next? Who's having it?
I can do it.
All right. So are we looking at number 1 to start off with?
Stand where I stand. No. I'm leading you. If I'm telling you that, you need to choose. Be neutral. Just stand.
Okay.
Kirik, you having it first?
Yep. I'll try it.
Probably best stand where I stood, so that you know what's.
I will stand where Dargon was, and I will focus on the temple.
Do you have the
That's where
orb
I
in
also
hand?
died.
If I'm going to give it to him, yeah.
Okay. Make me a straight wisdom check, please.
Sorry, wisdom check. That is a 19 plus 21.
Shit, get back in. Okay. With a 21, as you focus in on that temple, each of the mirrors flips, spins 7 times, just in a row. As you look into or look over towards mirror 1, it looks like you see the side of Ander. As you look into mirror 2, you see the other side of Ander. As you look into mirror 3, you see Ander's arse.
You're welcome.
As you look into the one dead ahead of you, you see Bothrid. As you look into mirror 5, you see a large unblinking eye. As you look in mirror 6, you see Dargon. And as you look in mirror 7, you see both yourself and Dargon.
Well, mine was even less useful than yours, Dargon. So, 3 angles of Ander, Bothrid, and I, yourself, Dargon, and then you and me.
I didn't see any of us. I saw it. I saw where we wanted to go. So yeah.
Well, my thing is that we both died in that temple, so maybe that one. And I point to mirror 7.
Oh crap! Are we gonna like split up? Because I want to go to that one.
Well, let's see what the other 2 have.
So what number do you think, Dargon?
1.
Okay.
I don't say that, but double. freeze on the map.
Just going to completely ignore the.
Yeah, the ominous eye. We just be all ignoring that one because I want to sleep tonight.
I'll ignore Sauron. It's okay. I'm sure there's nothing bad to come of it.
I love our chat at times. Large unblinking eye, ominous much.
Not at all.
It'll be my turn with the orb then, please.
Sorry, did that look like a human eye or like a fiend eye?
Make me a nature check, please.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
If it was like the eye of a puppy, then that might be okay.
Yeah, it was actually just Puss in Boots.
Nature check 9.
9. You have no fucking idea.
Yeah, it's just an eye. It was okay.
So what I will use for my distinct sense of will while I'm holding the orb, not that it'll help me with my wisdom check, but the sheer determination I had to kill the Eladrin in that place, I'm going to try and channel that feeling to get me back to that place.
Make me a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus, please.
Oh, thank fuck for that. +5 instead of +0. Here we go. Ooh! 11.
The mirrors again. All flip around. I'm gonna have to ignore our chat for a second. Love it. Let's see. It's almost like a Rolodex of things just sort of flick around. What you see staring back at you from all 7 mirrors now is 2 distinct red eyes in a veil, and the face veiled by this hood.
In all 7.
In all 7, they stare back at you.
If I'm all the eyes staring at me. If I look directly into, if I just look at mirror 7 and look into the eyes, and I'll ask it, "What do you want from me?" See what it says. See what happens.
So you're staring towards mirror 7.
Yep.
And you're asking it, "What do you want from me?"
Yep.
As you ask this question, in a disembodied sort of augmented echo, your voice comes back at you. "What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?"
What do you see, Yander?
I tell you what, though, if you had said twice round and round again, I would have probably lost my shit and smashed them all.
The lion statue pops up in front of you twice round and twice again.
I literally just see the Eladrin's eyes in all 7 mirrors. Not helpful.
Oh.
Make me a perception check, please, Ander.
Ooh. I've just had a crazy idea as well. 29.
Shit. Brett.
You've seen the Eladrin's eyes.
Yes.
These appear somewhat different.
Oh.
Almost more malevolent.
Mm-hmm.
And all the eyes look the same. They're not different red eyes.
All the eyes look the same, but they seem distinctly more malevolent than you remember the Eladrin's eyes being. It's almost like that red is a burning fire. Burn, burn, burn.
From hell itself.
Sarah.
So,
What's
if we
wrong?
all see different things, do you think we'd go to what we see? and we all wouldn't end up in the same place. Because I see these eyes aren't the Eladrin's eyes. Actually, now I think on it, it could be Asmodeus himself. It could be one of his many minions.
Okay.
Well,
so
don't really want you to go. Don't really want you to go to Asmodeus by yourself.
No, I don't want to go with you guys, let alone by myself. Does it look like... Oh, I won't know what my eyes look like when I had the dark helm on. Does it look like the eyes when the people had the dark helm on before we killed them?
The dread helm, no.
There we go, that's the one. Okay.
Okay. The best thing that we've all seen so far is what I've seen in Mirror 1. And as much as I was thinking that maybe each one of us has to go into a different mirror to get there, I am concerned that would split us up. So can we not all just try, as you say, hands holding, go through Mirror 1? Unless you have a better idea.
I don't have a better idea, but I have an idea. Yes. The mirrors are portals, right? So you kind of go through the mirror. What about if we just put all the mirrors into one other mirror, so then there's only one mirror left to go through?
My brain hurts.
What do you mean?
So there's one mirror.
Bothrid is literally gone cross-eyed.
We chuck all the other mirrors through the mirror to see what happens, and then there'll only be one mirror left, so there's only one choice left. And I'm hoping...
Yeah, but I mean, that means that all other 6 mirrors are wherever we're going to go, and not... you haven't made babies.
Yeah, but at least if we go to the wrong place, we've then narrowed it down to 6, and we just keep doing that until we've only got one left.
Unless it
does a bag of holding thing and destroys the world.
Unless it's when you put like 2 bags of holding together.
Yeah. Let's not do that as a science experiment. Let's maybe just go through one of them ourselves.
Should we maybe leave that for Plan B?
Bothrid's there, stood next to you, just going. Trying to get his eyes to focus again. Calculator.
There's calculator.
I like your idea, Dargon, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got like a...
Yours seems to be the... seems to be the best. At least the clearer vision.
Well, Bothrid hasn't had a go yet.
Oh, no.
That's true.
I'm good. You go.
Okay, are we... I kind of fear that a rope could be severed. Do we just go so that, it's all of us at once sort of thing? So, kind of, as long as we're holding each other, we just... I touch mirror 1 and we all go. Or do you want to all touch the mirror at the same time?
Or touch it at the same time, whilst holding hands. Hang on. That won't work, because then Bothrid will have no hands spare. He'll have to touch it with his feet. That won't work.
Yeah.
We'll touch it once. I'm still
actually of D&D, sorry. Just
it is the true BBEG of it's definitely my BBEG, put it that way.
What about if we don't have to choose and the orb chooses for us? It's like those things when you're above water, they cross. If I hold the orb towards any of the mirrors, does it point to anything else? Or does it always just point north still?
What are you thinking of in this moment?
Show me where I want to go.
Like Jack Sparrow's compass.
Yeah.
As you think of show me where you want to go, the crystal just spins inside.
Alright, that settles it. It's mirror 1. Come on, let's all go at once.
All for one and one for all. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as the 4 of you approach mirror 1, who has the orb?
I'll ask for the orb back.
And what are you thinking?
Of the temple.
Make me a wisdom check, please.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping in my mind as I do that, it is going to become clear as I initially saw it for a split second. So that is a wisdom check.
Guidance.
Call. That's a D4.
D4.
A D4, okay. 12.
As the four of you approach the mirror, Dargon leading, holding the orb, you all step forward. The minute the four of you touch said mirror, the mirror flips and collects you, and as it flips, everything goes black. And you find yourselves stepping out into a...
I was going to say, thank you for playing.
You step out into exactly the same room, but you have stepped out of Mirror 7.
Oh, good.
Oh.
My idea of chucking them all into one mirror doesn't seem so stupid now.
Yeah, but they'll end up in the same room. Yeah, exactly. So how does that help you? Right. Are we just going to run through all of them now?
Oh, can we just chuck stuff through and see where it comes out? If it doesn't come out, if they all come out of a different mirror, the one that disappears is the place we need to go, right?
I mean, there's only one mirror that doesn't have a... There's only one mirror that doesn't have a pair.
So 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. So you think number 4?
No. What did you see, Kirik?
On number 4. On number 4, I saw Bothrid.
Did what I say make sense for what you were thinking, or was I way off?
Yep, I was thinking 4. It's the only one that's not paired.
Kirik, what did you see? You saw three of Ander.
Yep, 3 of Ander, Bothrid.
One of both of us. Yep.
It's so easy.
Bothrid.
I mean, it's got to be the one with the island, isn't it?
Yeah, that is what I was thinking of. Look, what if we test your theory? If we go into 2, we'll come out of 6.
Chuck something into 2.
Right, hang on. Let's see what I've got in here.
I'll chuck a couple.
Bothrid, just go through number 2 for his Bothrid.
No.
I'll grab him like, no.
Joking, I'm joking.
Not killing the sidekick.
I'll grab a torch out of my bag of holding, unlit, and see if it will, gently throw it towards the mirror.
How gentle are we talking?
Knowing this is a mirror, very gently. I'll make some sort of dex check.
Well, I'm going to say make me a strength check, please.
Uh-oh.
8.
8. You throw this, and being very careful, it just goes... skids across the floor. It doesn't even reach the mirror.
Oh, fuck.
It might not work with things that aren't alive. So
fine.
That's true. Right, I think Kirik's idea was a good one. If we commit and do it sure-footedly, got to walk with purpose, haven't we? That's something we've learnt here.
Yeah, right. So is that mirror 2 or 4?
Or you tie a rope to me, I cast levitate on myself, and you just push me in and out of mirrors and pull me back as you need to.
I mean, to be honest, I'm quite happy to just pick you up and throw you through mirror 4, and if you don't come back, then we follow you. How about that?
I'd rather have a rope tied to me, I'm not going to lie. But, fuck it, let's do it.
No, let's
are we
not.
doing?
Let's all go together.
Ah, Kirik, you're no fun. Come on
Remember
then.
that next time you need healing.
I'll just cast suggestion on you and make you do it.
Right, what are we
Although
doing?
that's a wisdom save.
That's a wisdom
like
save.
that.
You're fucked.
I believe we are all touching Mirror 4 at one go at the same time.
Yeah.
So all of
And it's
you
gonna
walk
work.
forward. Who has the orb and who is leading?
Me, still.
Make me a wisdom check, please.
Maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, we haven't learned. Give the orb to Kirik.
I was about to say, never mind, eh?
Hang on, have a bardic inspiration if you want.
There you go.
That's a
So that's guidance
D8.
and bardically inspired.
D8.
And a d4.
Uh, 19.
Boom.
What are you thinking of in this moment, Dargon?
The temple.
The temple. As you step through Mirror 4 and it scoops you all up again, and everything goes black, you step out of Mirror 6.
Cock. So that's 1, 7, 4, and 6 gone. I think we should try the Whispering Eye Mirror.
Someone else hold this. It's not doing me any good.
Kirik,
I shall
take the
grab
orb
it.
and don't think of the temple. Think of the source that we need to find.
That is a good shot.
Oh, now I've handed it over. You have a brilliant idea. Oh, cheers.
My brilliant idea you didn't want to do, and I wanted to chuck all the mirrors into each other.
Stop it. Can we just go
So you say go for the eye?
Hello, please.
Right.
Yeah.
You say go for the eye one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your count, Kirik, and make sure you're thinking about something. Whatever you want it to be.
Let's all think of the same thing. What are we thinking of? The source or the temple?
I vote source. Or
Well,
maybe
the
temple.
only
Here's the
danger is
thing,
it might
though.
take us to a different source, or it might take us to some ketchup.
Here's the thing, Ander. Didn't you tell us that you reinstated the anti-magic field on the temple?
We did. Oh, so you think we need
So
to
we
be
might
just
not
outside
actually-
the temple?
We might not actually be able to get into the temple by this.
Okay, yeah, but
Yeah.
we know that if we rule out every mirror. So can we just still try the mirrors? You said good shout. What have we, okay, are we thinking about just outside the temple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just outside
Maybe
the
the
temple.
road where we left Bothrid with the others. That was relatively
Yeah.
close, I think.
Yeah, let's all think of that. Whew. Let's do this.
Okay,
This is the one. I feel good about it. Third time's a charm.
all of it. Okay, on your count, Kirik.
Can I have an inspiration, Ander?
Yes? You can.
You're
Oh,
gonna do
Feel
great.
inspired. We walk
And
up
you've got
to
Dargon,
Mirror
that's
5, Matt, and
So you're going to Mirror 5?
thinking of the road where we left Bothrid before the three of us went to the temple.
Okay. Dice.
Dice? You don't need that. Sounds like bad news to us.
Okay, make me a wisdom check, please.
I shall use guidance and inspiration. Gonna need it. Roll real low. D8, isn't it, the inspiration?
Aye.
That is also a 19.
We like our 19.
19. And as you all step into the mirror, the last thing the four of you see is a large, green, unblinking eye. There's
Oh no, it's better not be a
the
dragon.
mirror flicks over,
It's going to be zapping
and you all, rather than step out, you roll out. And you roll out onto this strange gemstone-like floor that glows with this very pale greenish blue. And that's when you hear it, just this. Behind you, you see the mirror that you've just stepped out of, and it continues to rotate, and eventually it rotates and shows you the wooden back. You find yourself in what seems like a crystal cave of sorts, and in the centre of this crystal cave is a gargantuan, glowing greenish blue dragon. Sleeping.
Do we see an obvious way out of this?
No.
I will put my hood up and go invisible. Like this.
Andrew is gone.
I will cast see invisibility to see where he goes.
So currently Kirik has a track on where Ander is.
We need to get out of here now.
Can I, look back, try and lean back, and can I touch the back of the mirror, or that wooden back?
Make me a sleight of hand check, please.
Five.
As you touch the back of the mirror, there's just this. You push it. And then you just hear this. And where the dragon's head is, the eyes just sort of blink open.
Hide?
With that, I will put the cloak also around Dargon and make him invisible too. And I will use it. How many people can I use with this? And I will use one of its charges to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Thank fuck for that.
So everyone has a +10 bonus to stealth.
Okay, so in this crystal cave, there are a number of crystal stalagmites and stalactites. Ander and Dargon, you are both currently invisible, so you can roll stealth with advantage and a +10. Kirik and Bothrid, you are both going to have to roll stealth, but with a +10.
Yep.
If you are hiding behind the stalagmites, which I'm assuming you are.
Yes, please. And thank you.
Well, I have a disadvantage
Bothrid
on
gets
my
a 25.
stealth, so I will be rolling normal.
Normally.
So come on.
+10 to this. I got 33.
I got 30.
Oh, no, it can't be that. Anyway, so, yeah, mine will be a 21. No, it won't be. It'll be more than that. It'll be more than that, sorry. It's 21, 23.
Remind me of those scores again. Ander,
I got 33.
Kirik,
30.
Dargon?
23.
As this bluish green dragon sort of stretches its neck up. Now then. No need to hide. And its head snakes around the stalagmite where Bothrid is and just... Well, hello. And it's going to snake around again and it's going to...
And the
nostril
will it be able
comes...
to smell us? If we leave behind no traces and the creature and we can't be tracked, could it smell us? We've passed without a trace.
So that gives you a +10 to stealth.
Yeah, so a +10 to stealth checks, and you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Yep. So Bothrid is discovered. And as this dragon now sort of snakes its head around and... the nostril is just going to... bonk Dargon. And it's going to knock you on your arse.
Yeah. Cool.
And as it does so, you fall out of the cloak. And you are visible once more. Such a long time since I've had visitors.
Pleased to
Through the
meet
mirror,
you.
no less. Indeed. And you are...
Just passing through.
And how do you mean to pass through?
I have no idea. Just kind of got lost, and as you say, kind of went through a mirror. Didn't mean to. Well, did mean to. Didn't mean to come here. You know. So it's all way out.
You saw the Witch Queen's castle.
May have done.
Pause. Thank you, Raiders.
Hey!
Hello. Welcome to Malt and Magic.
Hey!
Yeah, we kind of like.
So, to catch up everybody who has just raided, these party of three adventurers and a psychic have just made their way through the castle of the Witch Queen in the Fey Wild and have supposedly solved a puzzle of 7 mirrors and have ended up in a crystal cave where they have found a gargantuan glowing green-blue dragon who they have just woken up. And we will continue.
Yep. We're screwed!
Dargon, as the dragon sort of asks you around the Witch Queen's castle and says you've just come through the mirror.
I mean, if you're, if you're sleepy, you can just tell us the way out. That's all cool. Like, we can leave you to it, you know. But yeah, okay. We did see her castle. We've just been trying to get out of it.
She is not very forgiving.
Yeah, kind of got that.
And yet the two of you survived.
Somehow.
Interesting.
Yeah, by the skin of her teeth. Not very book smart. Me, just kind of trying to find my way out. Can I grab the orb of direction and see if that points me in a particular direction.
As in this moment, you are floundering, quite literally. Your brain is in 100 places. The crystal in the middle of the orb of direction is just spinning all over the shop.
I'll put that back in the in my bag of holding.
Part of me wants to come out from hiding and talk to him, but part of me wants to definitely not.
So,
seeing
do you,
Dargon
is there a way of being able to potentially, is there anything you want? Maybe I could offer you something for our, the way out. You've got some shiny stuff here.
What do I want? I was brought here. Well, not here. But to this realm to mediate. The court's at war. I banished one. She was troublesome. And yet they sent me here. Eons have passed. I am not as I once was. More of a glow now. Dargon, would you like to make me a nature check, please?
Yeah. Probably a punch check as well, but... Nature, 12.
You're used to seeing dragons that have a metallic effect, and then dragons that have more of a primary colour effect, a chromatic effect, if you like. This dragon is neither. It's almost like this dragon glows with the very same glow that the crystals of this cave give off.
Someone's read the new book.
You give me a source book, I'm going to read it.
Were you kind of helping the queen or someone else?
The Witch Queen is separate. She is not of a court.
Are we talking about the Fey?
Those of the sun and those of the snow.
I'll use
conflict. Carry on.
I'll use message to tell Dargon to ask the dragon if he considers the Witch Queen a friend or foe. So that could be our way in. If you don't like her, we don't like her either. Then we can be friends.
Do you like the Queen? Witch Queen? Her? Them?
Just hold a second for me, please.
I believe that might break invisibility.
Fuck! Why? Why?
Delilah.
You are invisible
You
until you
have
cast
a spell. So as Anders sits there and thinks, I've got this, casts message, and that message comes through, the form of Ander appears. Kirik being the only one remaining hidden, who I'm assuming Kirik is probably sat there in a totally un-Kirik moment behind a stalagmite, just shitting himself. And you appear now immediately next to Dargon, and the dragon is just going to go, interesting.
Hi.
Hello.
sneaky one.
I wasn't sneaking to offend. I was sneaking purely out of fear of your magnificence.
You have nothing to fear from me. While violence is in check.
I would like to insight check if possible.
Make me an insight check, please.
Just the tone of voice of that dragon. That is a 30.
Okay, well, I mean, the dragon rolled a persuasion check of... What is that? A 23. Yeah.
You shat all over that.
This dragon is not lying. Kirik's insight, you're just like... Well, that seems honest for a dragon.
So, if we have nothing to fear, may we speak freely?
One minute.
It's going to breathe around itself, and as it breathes around itself, this purplish pinkish glow sort of emanates around as it literally fairy fires the cave. And Kirik, from where you are, you begin to glow.
No more hiding, and we can talk earnestly.
Sounds fair,
Okay.
and I will
Yep.
turn away and face him.
If we only have a minute, you're going to have to speak more quickly. If time is of the essence.
Do not be so inconsiderate, human. I have dwelled here for an age and more.
Does the Witch Queen put you here? Are you friend or foe of the Witch Queen?
She's neither. I am neither. I am here until the courts meet again to mediate.
Well, I think me and you might have a shared desire on that front, because part of my personal mission is to unite the courts not under one rule. That sounds a bit fascist, but it's more unite the courts towards a greater evil. So I think me and you can help each other out.
What evil do you speak of?
Only the god Asmodeus.
Gods, they think themselves. We
Tell me about it.
predate them. Gods are nothing.
What? I look at Kirik like...
Misunderstand?
Misunderstand, don't understand. Meh.
So if
Dragonkind is older. Always older. There in the beginning. There at the end. There at the change.
So, do you want the courts to mediate again so you can take part, or are you happy for that to take as long as it takes because you're quite happy here?
It is my purpose. My role in this. What is your role in this?
Well, I would quite like to help facilitate another mediation session because I think the Fey are stronger together. Civil war is never the right way to go. The courts need to not combine. They can stay separate if they want, but they need to be at peace with one another. I want to make that happen. And I also...
The courts are never at peace. This realm is not one of peace but chaos.
Not yet.
If you
My
need
mission...
them together, go on.
Sorry to interrupt. My mission is to bring peace from the chaos.
Peace to the Fey Wild. You are but a human.
Even you know, look at me again, you know I'm more than just a human.
And the face is just going to come all the way down to you and look you in those two eyes which dwarf you in size. Are going to stare deep into you. And its head's going to rear up and it's just going to... And it breathes out. It's almost like pure moonlight just emanates from its mouth and illuminates the chamber.
We have talked long enough. What is it you wish? Where is it you wish to go?
Like an actual wish. I've had one of these before.
We're trying to get to a temple in the Fey because we're looking for like a really powerful like source. Is that what it's called? Sword, yeah. We think it's at this temple that we went to before in the Fey.
You seek the primordial.
Probably.
Yes, we're trying to get to them before Asmodeus does.
This.
Yeah, it's where we're trying to get. We're trying to heal Nylin, get some friends, get some allies, and that's our next step.
Asmodeus has no power here.
Sweet.
I knew a wizard once, not far from the primordial source. Perhaps he can help you.
What was his name?
Oh, he's a time.
That was uncanny.
I believe he went by the name
Most people do.
Ethereal.
Son
Son
of a bitch.
Bastard! Fucking bastard! You know, he could have told us that at any point. We've only met him loads. Fucking prick. I'm going to shave all this cat fur off.
Him?
Yeah, we've
We
met.
have crossed paths before, yes.
We are quite close friends, yes.
No one's close friends to him, but yes, he helped us get into the Fey last time.
We're the closest thing he has to friends, if that's what I mean. It's quite a cantankerous cat.
Troubled wizard he is.
Yeah.
Defeated one of your
outlook
kind,
on
if
life.
I'm correct.
Not of my kind. Not anymore.
Hang on, so what's that?
Sam's
Was that
head
ethereal's
explodes.
ethereal's not of your kind anymore? Is that what you said?
No,
Kirik
no,
asked the question, he defeated one of your kind. And the dragon replied, not of my kind, not anymore.
Oh, we don't like zapping here. That's good. That's good. But hang on, so does that mean we have to get back to ethereal to get back to the source, even though ethereal isn't in the Fey Wild? We're in the Fey Wild, so we've got to leave the Fey Wild to then come back. Is there a shortcut?
You talk a lot for such a small being.
Yeah,
I
guess that.
can
Yeah.
take you to his home.
Oh, because here.
So
His home
random tabaxi sounds around somewhere.
Here. That is now what you can hear is it's not my cat. It's actually ethereal's projecting telepathic insults at me across the plains.
Ethereal's a fucking lion.
Yeah, doesn't mean it doesn't whinge like a cat.
Just a big cat, really.
I bet if you was describing him right now, he's having a big shit in a letterbox. I bet that's what he's doing.
Oh, no.
That's probably
Anyway.
what my cat's about to do, so you'll hear it on the mic in a minute.
End the session.
I can send you to this source. If you so desire.
That'll be very helpful, yes.
Yeah, we do. We'd love to get there.
We'd be indebted to you. That'd be lovely, thank you.
A debt that will be paid. Visit me once more when all is achieved.
Deal.
And
Yeah.
the dragon's just going to bring its head back down towards you, Ander, and just breathe again. And this strange sort of crystalline mist just appears around you.
Sounding very
There's a
much
printer,
like a printer.
kicks off behind me. Fucking thing.
You know, we're going to use realistic sound effects in our...
Thank you, Battle Bards. That was not a Battle Bards.
I have Magic Swipe, I have a bow and arrow, and also Epson printer.
That one's a Samsung, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Cool. So what are we doing?
Taking the
Shaking.
offer of this dragon, I suppose.
Yeah, could you tell me what my debt might be so I could probably start saving up for it now?
As I said, return when all is achieved.
How? Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot. How do we know how to get back to you if we don't know where we are right now?
It's going to lift up one paw. Or one hand, one clawed hand. And one giant talon is going to come down towards you, sort of, and then slows. And it's just going to curl around and prick your cheek. And that
Thanks.
single drop of blood, it's just going to...
I will know, and I will return you.
Why does everybody want my blood?
We need to stop giving
could've
blood
just-
to people who are Fey Wild.
You could have just
This is the
could have
problem.
just had a bit of cloth, a bit of hair even. Some dead skin.
Nothing is as pure as the life within.
Well, my blood wasn't pure earlier until Dargon cured me, to be honest. I had a horrible Fey STI.
There is a taint. It is true.
What did he say about my tail? Almost.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't resist that one.
I was just waiting for it. I could actually see in Danny's face.
This
you
fucking
being like,
party.
Do
Honestly.
do I say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
The dragon now is just gonna.
This conversation bores me.
Sorry.
To the wizard's tower. Luck be on your side. The primordial is interesting.
Thank you ever so much for your help.
You are welcome, Goliath. Nalakutha.
Yeah, that's a good trick you got there. What do we do? Touch the mirror? How do we get out?
Close your eyes.
Alright, well, if you've all gone and left me here, I'm going to be really pissed.
With the four of you now close your eyes, you just feel this warm dragon breath as it just. And that warmth turns to cold. As you all now find yourselves upside down on the underside of a bridge. And as that feeling of being upside down comes to you all land in a pool of water. And as you sort of all fight back up to the surface, you look around and you see the broken tower of Ethereal's tower within the Fey Wild realm.
This is where we came in. The first time we came, isn't it? And we spent ages getting over that broken bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are in the water this time.
So is the current... Let's get out quick before the current fucks us up.
Yeah, I was going to say, we immediately try and swim.
There is no current. This is a lake of sorts. A pool, one could call it.
Try and get to the outside of the moat, lake, whatever it is.
Let's get to the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tower or the outside? I'm trying to get to the outside,
out
not
the
the
water.
tower.
I'm trying to get out of the water.
So Dargon swims over to the shore and clambers out. Bothrid follows.
I mean, if he's
All
gone
four
there,
of you
we're not gonna
follow.
separate, so we'll just go there.
Assuming we're getting out of the water on the right side where the tower is, right?
No, I'm not going for the tower. I'm going to the other side. That was tower, lake.
So if you remember rightly, the tower was in the middle of this.
Yeah.
You can't quite call it a lake. Hence, I've called it a pool because it's bigger than a pond.
So if we need to go to the wizard's tower, why are we swimming away from it?
Because we don't want to go to the wizard's tower. We're trying to get to the temple.
But didn't he say go to the wizard's tower and Ethereal can take us to the source? Did he say that? I mean, he talked really slow. It was hard to pay attention.
I think if we make our way to the source.
And I'm going to say make me a survival check, please.
Happily. $25.
The distraction of the dragon has sort of discombobulated you somewhat, and then you sort of turn around and you look and think, the tower's in the middle of a fucking pond lake thing. I remember the city being that way. And you see now that broken bridge that you had previously jumped across, thinking there was something wrong with the water. And now you're in the water, realising there's nothing wrong with the water.
Took us an hour to get over that bridge.
Yeah.
Really did take you an hour to get across that bridge, yeah.
So I wrote that down wrong then. We don't need to go to the wizard's tower.
to
You were
abbreviate
at the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, we're at the Wizard's Tower. I think it was the fact that the dragon was saying that Ethereal could take us there, and we knew him, but he then said, right, I can actually send you there. So he's now sent us there to the Wizard's Tower, and now we can get from the Wizard's Tower to the temple, which we know where to get to.
Right.
So basically, the dragon said he knew a wizard who had a tower. The tower was near enough to the source. He has delivered you there.
Cool.
But a debt is to
The
be
problem
paid.
my problem is, when I write notes, I'm writing notes on the first thing I heard. I then don't hear the second thing properly, and then continue writing notes on the things that I'm not hearing properly, and then it all goes tits up.
It's all good. This is D&D.
As you say it, I need it to somehow put the words in one note for me. Is that possible? Like subtitles.
I'm sure
or
you can create
transcripts
some sort of power app or something that will do it for you.
You overestimate my
Cool.
powers.
So, Wardens, having swum to the shore, you find yourselves now on the western shore of the smallish lake, if you like, where Ethereal's broken tower stands. You remember that the throne of Feyliad stands somewhere to the east amongst the Eladrin. The Dryad's Grove somewhere to the southeast from where you are. But the temple, where you last encountered the Eladrin, and Ander, where you felled the Eladrin, is somewhere to the south. So I ask you, which way are we heading?
South.
I was going to say, Dargon personally has no idea because he doesn't know any of that because he was dead.
Yep. So I will explain.
Incorrect.
You
On
went
the way
dead, yeah.
back,
Dargon
we
didn't.
were.
But you still would have remembered going to the throne, going to the Dryad's Grove, and going to the temple.
Yeah, true.
So with my
You didn't die
good
till you got to the
survival
temple.
check, I'll explain to you which way is which. And say the temple's this way, the kingdom is that way, and so is the Summer Grove. So if you want to go to the temple,
Yeah,
it's here.
straight south. How far away was it? Was it like a day's trip or something?
I mean, it took us a day last time. It could take us 5 minutes or 5 weeks this time. You know how it works here.
Let's try and get there. I'm following you, and not because I don't know where I'm going now. I know that is south. I'm just saying.
To the temple.
Can I take out the orb of the direction and just see whether it works?
As you take out the orb, the crystal is no longer spinning fast, but is just sort of rotating and tumbling in a very errant manner.
Cool. I'll put it back in the bag then.
Okay. And the Wardens, the four of you, slightly damp, begin to head south through the Fey Wild forest of Feyliad. And you travel for at least an hour, maybe two, before you begin to see the temple-like structure in the distance between the trees or through the trees. And even now, the four of you, with that knowledge of magic at least, or some connection to the arcane in some way, shape or form, be it divine, be it from a patron, be it through your bardic abilities, be it through your druidic abilities, can see the shimmer of a field that stands and covers this whole temple. And as you approach, you can feel almost the static coming off that field. You round this huge temple to head towards the stairs where you walked up once before, and where, Ander, you sprinted down after the one who had murdered your father. And as you look now on the stairs, you see two broken bodies, one much larger than the other. The melted black armour of the Death Knight, and the twisted, robed form of something that was once the Eladrin. And as you look up, you see the entrance into the temple, into your next target, your next objective. And that is where we will leave it for tonight. And we will pick up next week. So thank you all very, very much for joining us tonight. Thank you all of those who joined as part of the raid. That was amazing. If you've enjoyed our encounter with the Moonstone Dragon there, then please feel free to follow along. If you are feeling even more generous, feel free to subscribe. You can catch the episode on VOD on Friday, or if you've subscribed, obviously you can catch it on the Twitch channel. But yeah, this will go on YouTube on Friday. It will also go out on the podcast on Friday. Thank you all once again for joining us. I know we've been slightly longer tonight, but I figured we wanted to get through that dragon encounter because it was a bit of fun. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our adventures in the Fey Wild thus far. We will see you all next week once again for episode 86. A huge shout out to Albi Radio, to Incarnate, to D&D Beyond, to Hero Forge, to Tabletop Audio, Battle Bards, all of those tools that I called out at the beginning for all their awesomeness. Albi Radio and Dungeon Alchemist have been particularly prominent tonight. But yes, so thank you to those tools. And thank you to my players for being awesome once again. It's good to be back after a week off. So we have been the Malt Magic crew. This has been episode 85 of the Forgotten Kingdom of Nylin. We will be back here Monday night next week, 7:30 p.m. GMT. And we will see you all soon.